Hey guys, how you doing? Justin from TheTallGuyGamer here. We got the biggest update Subnautica's ever had, Subnautica 2.0, bringing graphical improvements, performance improvements, quality of life features, new features completely, bringing in features from Subnautica below zero. This is amazing. Let's check it out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I've jumped here directly into a creative mode game just so we can talk about some of these things real quick. So the first update and the biggest, pun intended, is the large room recipe from below zero. Booyah! We have these huge rooms. Now, just like in the sequel, we also have recipes for a large glass dome that you can put on these large rooms. If we go inside, we can also build the partitions and the doors in those partitions. This is a sweet part of the update. Really lets you customize your base in a lot of ways that you couldn't in the base game. Also, if anyone's wondering, the alien containment does take the sweet new big shape inside of these large rooms. Hopping up here on land real quick, we'll also point out that just like the sequel, if you build a hatch on land on a multi-purpose room or a large room, you can build a large room on land. You can build a land hatch that will have a staircase out to the ground. Well, okay. Well, you know, if you craft it in the right place, like maybe over here. There we go. That's better. Everything can't be perfect. And we can also put glass domes on our multi-purpose rooms. Sweet views. Now, one of the best quality of life improvements coming over from the second game is the pinned blueprints. You can pin any blueprint you want, and it will pin those to your screen on the outside and keep track of all the ingredients you need to craft them and how many you have. Great, great, great feature. You'll also notice in the inventory and on the action bar, the little green bars beside each item. This lets you know how much battery or durability you have left on that item. Another cool feature. One of my personal favorite features is the sea glide options they brought over from the second game, where you can toggle the lights with the right click and toggle the map with the F button. Because frankly, I never used the map, and in the first game it felt like you cycled through a never-ending cycle of just clicking the button until you got to only the light. If we go into the pause menu, you can see there is now an unstuck button. I don't know exactly how it always determines where it's going to teleport you for this, so use it at your own risk. Obviously only meant for when you are physically stuck in the world. Also in the options under accessibility, there is this PDA pause function now, also in the second game. This is a great feature that pauses the game when you open the PDA so you can read your logs without drowning or starving to death. Now, the game also has a lot of performance improvements. Obviously, your mileage is going to vary on this depending on the power of your PC or what console you're playing on, but I can tell you this, the game is much more performant for me on my PC. I've always played at 1440p, that's what I'm playing on here, but the pop-up is much smoother and I'm getting almost no dropped frames or any skippiness in the game at all. A big improvement for me, so hopefully it works out well for you too. One other change is if you're used to using the dev console to spawn items or do any kind of cheat codes, used to you had to kind of bring up your console and click a checkbox. Now all you got to do is hold the shift button and hit the tilde key. That's the little wavy line beside the one key on your keyboard. Consoles, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if this new update is out on consoles yet, to be honest, at the time I'm recording this video, so we'll have to look that up. And last but not least, I don't know if this was in the game before and I just never noticed it, but throwing it in creative mode here, I did notice this recipe for an item called the transfuser. It looks like online there's some talk of this several years ago, like it was some kind of cut item. I don't know if they just put this back in with this update and it's some kind of mystery that's going on, or if I'm just an idiot and never noticed it before. So if that's always been there, you can let me know in the comments. And that's it, guys. Even though I tried to keep it short and sweet, there's actually a lot of great stuff in this update. It really refreshes the game and makes me want to play again. If there's anything I missed that you guys know about, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let me know what your favorite part about the update is in the comments. Let's talk about it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.